More as a collection, and so if we add it all up, I'd estimate the total value to be about $800.
Oh wow, okay. $800. That's more than I anticipated.
All right, thanks, Paul. Really appreciate you coming by again.
Anytime, Rick.
I'm really happy Paul stopped by because he told me about the uniform and it was everything I wanted it to be and more. Now we just have to negotiate a price. So what do you want for me?
Well, you know, Paul said they were worth $800, so obviously I want to get as close to that number as possible.
I need $400 for them.
Yeah, $400, that sounds fair. It's a deal.
All right, deal, man.
Thanks. I'm really happy Rick and I were able to come to a deal. It was a win-win situation. You know, I walked out with more money in my pocket than I thought, and you know, Rick, I think he got a good deal on an awesome uniform collection, you know, in great condition.
We're here to sell some magazines. Rick, you wanna come look at this?
What do we got? Oh, cool.
I'm coming into the pawn shop today because I'm trying to sell the collection of Playboy magazines that my husband and I have.
Cool, so you've been collecting these or?
My husband.
Okay. Did you mind him collecting them?
No.
Huh? Not even a little at first?
Maybe.
So what did you want to do with these? Did you want to sell them?
Actually, I wanted to sell them.
Okay.
Have you ever bought or sold Playboy magazines before?
Yeah, I have. And the one thing is about the problem with Playboys is like every guy keeps them. You know, I mean, it's just something a guy doesn't throw away.
Obviously.
It's sort of like a man rule. And
What is the most expensive Playboy that you've come across?
I haven't actually come across one, but the Marilyn Monroe is the most expensive one.
It is.
Yeah. That one's worth a few $1,000s. I'll have to spend it on the shave.
Rick, I don't feel comfortable looking at this.
I guess there could be a sexual harassment lawsuit in the work right here. Okay, it's going to take me a half hour, 45 minutes to go through these to find out what they're worth, and after that I can give you a price. That's all right.
Okay, I'll walk around the shop.
Okay. There's got to be over 100 Playboys in this box. I don't have time to look up every one of them. That's what I got employees for. All right, Peaches, we actually have to go through these.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to have to go on the internet and find a collector's site, something like that, find out what they're worth.
Can I get some gloves?
No gloves.
This is going to be super exciting. Ew.
Earlier today, I bought a 1970s crossbow, so right now me and Chumley are on our way to the range to test it out.
Bought this crossbow and wanted to know if it works.
There's really no way of knowing until we actually fire it. Do you know when the last time you shot was?
I think it might have been like 1970 or something.
That long ago, huh?
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't break. A lot of bad stuff can happen. You could actually lose a finger and could whip around, hit you in the face. Your carbon arrows could break apart, which would leave splinters in your arms, your chest, your face area. It's pretty old, so. There's no guarantee that this thing is going to be fail-proof because there could be internal damage that could result in stuff breaking. So which one of you guys wants to shoot this?
You're not going to fire this thing first?
Unfortunately, no. I'm not sure it's going to hold together, so ultimately the liability's on you.
You want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
You can't beat me.
Damn. Right now I'm praying that this crossbow doesn't sling around and hit Chumley in the face. I really don't want to go back to the shop and tell everybody that Chumley's on disability.
How can I help you guys today?
Kind of interested in looking at that cloth, I believe, up there.
The death clock?
The death clock? Why do they call that the death clock?
They stopped making these right around 1830. Okay? Because the process to make it often killed you.
Wow.
They would take the body of the clock without the movement in it, and they would soak it in mercury.
Oh.
Okay? And they would push in crushed gold into it. After they did all that, they would put it in a nice unventilated room and burn off all the mercury.
Oh.
This would cause a lot of mercury fumes, which the clockmaker got to breathe in, which would make your teeth fall out. It would affect your central nervous system, your kidneys, and make you crazy. And most people who did this died by the time they were 40. They really can't even put a value on it. Someone probably died making it. Hell of a conversation piece.
Yeah.
You ever heard the term mad as a hatter?
Yes.
You know what it means?
No, I don't know what it
Okay. They also used to use mercury in making hats. They didn't burn off the mercury, so they slowly got poisoned, and that's how they eventually went insane before they died. That's where the term came from.
means. Wow.
Did you want to know the price?
Sure.
I'll take 10 grand for it.
10,000 out the door today.
10,000 out the door. It's a beautiful clock.
Yes. It's definitely a unique piece, but after hearing the history about it being the death clock, I don't think that I would want to have it on my mantle.
That was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Come on, give it a shot.
Okay.
This isn't the last one.
Dear
I will
Kim,
snuggle with Xander for
Your
20
rack
minutes.
is unreal.
So you sent that?
My heart told me to.
Pawn Stars is brought to you in part by Teleflora.com.
Bam! Still snuggle with my bed.
After 2 hours, Pieces has finally priced all the Playboys. And now I'm hoping that the owner will accept our offer. We looked through them all, and there's just no good dates here.
I was kind of hoping at least one of them would have a good picture in it.
Well, they all got good pictures of it. They just don't have any of those pictures that are worth a lot of
Any of the
money.
ones that are valuable. Okay,
I could give you like $100 for all of them.
that's fine.
Unfortunately, none of the Playboys were worth any money. Most of them were in really bad condition, and there wasn't a prize in the bunch. All right, Pieces will take care of it. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the
Thank you.
business.
Do you have any cufflinks?
Yeah, I got some right over here.
Today I'm coming to the pawn shop to look for some interesting cufflinks. I always wear cufflinks, and my driver thought this pawn shop might have some nice cufflinks, so we're going to see what we do. I wear cufflinks because it kind of sets me apart from what the other people do. They're not over the top, and cufflinks add just a little flair, a little touch, a little bit of style. Let me see these silver ones.
Okay. How many years have you been collecting cufflinks?
Oh, probably 25 years. I've got like 400 pairs of cufflinks. Whenever I'm in a good city, even small cities, I always go into pawn shops because pawn shops always have a nice collection of cufflinks. Let's look at the ones back here. The sterling.
These ones right here?
Yeah.
Those are George Jensen's.
Are they George Jensen?
Yeah.
Are they marked?
Yeah, they're marked.
I was amazed they had a set of George Jensen cufflinks in here, because George Jensen cufflinks are like the premier Danish cufflinks. You can find cufflinks that are in the Danish style, but they're usually not a George Jensen. And you know, it's a really early mark.
Most of the time you see the big stylized J.
Yeah, and also see the dotting around his name. It's more in a star pattern now.
So what year did they start this mark?
He didn't mark the first jewelry. Probably around 1930s, he started marking them. And actually, he didn't have his whole name on them. He had the initials.
99% of the time, I'm the one doing the teaching. It's a little refreshing to hear from someone else who knows more than I do about an item.
So how much do you think you're going to want for these? You're going to do silver weight, or what are you going to do on these?
No, I'll take $250 for them.
It's a little... They're a little marked on the side. I know if you notice, see the mark. They're a little bit... they've been worn.
Oh, yeah, they're right around 75 years old, so there's going to be a little bit of wear.
Yeah. What do like 200? And there's the deal.
All right, 200.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. The variety of things we have in this pawn shop is amazing. So when a customer buys something in here, they know they're getting a unique item.
I think it's a nice purchase. Thank you very much.
All right, no problem.
If I had gone into another pawn shop, I probably could have got them for $30. Rick knew more about them